So in station 1, you're going to be working on problems that are missing the part. Okay, remember in a percent problem, either you have the part, the whole, or the percent. Those are the three different pieces of a percent problem. So in this one, we're missing the part. These problems are often worded as, if they're very straightforward, percent of. So it might be find 25% of 50. Okay. For these problems, you are given the whole in the percent, okay, because you're missing the part. To solve a problem that is missing the part, you follow these steps. Number 1, convert the percent to a decimal. Number 2, you're going to multiply the decimal by the whole that was given in the problem using the multiplication algorithm. So just stacking the numbers on top and multiplying. All right, number 3, you're then going to place the decimal in the correct location in your answer, and then use estimation to check if that decimal place in your answer makes sense. Okay, if you get a number that should be 1 compared to getting a number that should be 1,000, you should be able to use that estimation to check to see if your answer makes sense. Okay, we use this method to solve tax, tip, and discount problems. Okay, so tax and tip get added to the total. Discounts get subtracted from the total. Okay, that's just a nice little mental reminder for when we're solving these problems. Let's do one example together, and then you're going to do some examples on your own. 55% of Miss Lakin students have dark hair. If Miss Lakin has 95 students, how many have dark hair? Round to the nearest whole number. Okay, so first thing we have to do, step number 1, we have to convert the percent to a decimal. So 55%, we move it over 1, 2, becomes 0.55 or 55 hundredths. And we're taking 55% of Miss Lakin's students. We have 95 students, so we're taking 55% of 95. That of means multiply. Also, our step 2 tells us to multiply. And we are just going to forget about the decimals and multiply through. And I'm going to use another color. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 2 is 27. Moving on over to that 9, I add a 0. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 4 is 49. We're going to add those up, and we will get 5, 12, 12, 5. Last but not least, we have to add in that decimal. 1, 2. There's none in that one. 1, 2. 52.25. Now the directions say round to the nearest whole number. Since these are people and you can't have a fraction of a person or a 1/4 of a person. 52.2, that 2 tells us to round this 2 up or to keep it the same. I'm sorry, that line in the wrong place. 52.2, this 2 tells us to do what with that 2? Well, it is less than 5, so it's just going to be 52 students. Make sure we have that label to make meaning of what the question was asking. Okay. Now you will solve the following examples on your own. Okay, so number 2 is going to be, what is 85% of 40? On the back of your paper for number 3, it is going to be Chandon wants to buy AirPods for $160. How much would the tax cost if the tax rate is 8%? So we're just wanting the tax, not the total. Number 4, Ellis goes out to eat with his family and the bill is $43.25. If they want to leave the waitress a 20% tip, how much would their total bill be? So we're not just asking how much the tip is. We want to add that amount back into the total. And number 5, Ella wants to buy a new pair of jeans that cost $35. She has a 15% off coupon. What would be the sale price for the pair of jeans? Okay, so we want to find again that total amount. So we have to find the discount first, 15% of 35, and then discounts we subtract to find what the sale price is. Okay, so try those 4 problems on your own, and then check your answers.